Welcome to Take It Down a Notch with Rob.
And Lindsay. I almost spilled tea all over myself because I was trying to nodding my head at the same time. It's kind of hard to do that while you're drinking tea.
Wow. So, Dwayne Dunham is on the deal. He sent us a little
Good
message. Good
morning,
morning,
Dwayne.
Dwayne. It's good to hear from you. So, all right. So you are getting ready, packing up.
It's scary.
Less than a week. You'll be coming.
Way less than a week. It's like it feels like it's tomorrow. I have like an overwhelming list of things that I've had to get done or that I have to get done before I leave. Um, but I've been very productive today, so I'm feeling like it's actually achievable. But I definitely had like a few very stressful days of going like, oh my gosh, there's so much to do. Um, yeah, no, it's a lot to kind of like wrap up your whole life and be like, okay, I'm not coming back for 2 months.
So you're leaving. You're
I'll be
leaving
back.
your time Saturday morning.
Yeah, Saturday morning. I'll
Okay.
be at the airport at around like 8:30,
Oh, okay.
9ish.
Okay.
Is that my plane leaves at 10:30, but it's an airport like slightly bigger than Everett.
Right.
Um, so I don't
You
see
don't
a
need a
reason
lot
to
of
be there. His parents were like, you have to be there 3 hours before. And I was like,
time.
so you have to do there 3 hours if it's international. But technically, I'm just going to Paris. Like, it's not an international flight, my first one. So that's the nice thing. Is like, you don't really have to be there 3 hours before
Ah,
because they don't do any passport the way that Not does there.
right.
Because sometimes you do, like, they'll put you through different security and passport checks and stuff, even if you're not flying international, because everybody's flying international on that flight, if that makes sense.
Right. Right.
Um, but the way that the Nantes airport does it, it's just a normal flight to Paris. So, and it's just going to be a deadly little plane that you're a little worried is going to make it there. Has another 100, maybe 200 other people with you,
Okay.
which feels really small. When you go on the next flight and it has like what feels like 1,000 people. I have no idea. This is what it feels like. I've nothing, I have no idea about planes, but it's what it feels like at
Right.
least. So, no, it'll be really easy. I have no idea how long my layover is in Paris though.
Oh,
I
I
don't
don't
really
think it's
know.
very
I just
long.
looked at I don't think it can be very long. I hope it's long enough,
Yeah.
but
You might want to check that when you book the flight.
no, I normally do. That's why I'm not that worried. I'm like, I would have had a
Okay.
little, oh no. Does it say? You have the text. I
I
see you
do.
looking at your phone.
I just looking it up here.
My phone's plugged in over in the corner. This is
Let's
riveting podcasting.
This is riveting podcasting. Everybody wants to know the flights from um
It's
so
just it's just when you take this flight like a few different times and also you're not really looking forward
yeah,
to the flight that much cuz okay,
2012 and 110. So you've got a little more than an hour and a half.
oh sweet, that's like the perfect amount of time.
Yeah. No, it says hour and a half
Because
layover there.
because the Nantes flight shouldn't have much of a reason to be that delayed, if that makes sense. I'd be
Right.
a little bit worried about a flight being delayed, but with such a small flight like that, I'm not that worried about it being delayed. Watch
Yeah.
as it's delayed and miss my plane. But also, like, the Paris airport is a horrible one to have a layover in because they have like half as much seating for the gates that they need because they have
No.
so many planes going in and out of this small terminal. And so they'll have like two or three gates. Like they'll have like all of the gates will always be full.
Right.
And they have like back-to-back flights, if that back-to-back flights. So there's
So
and
oh,
then everybody has layovers going in and out because it's a big airport. So there's a lot of
right.
layovers.
Yeah.
And there's nowhere to seat. Like there's probably per gate, there's maybe like 20 seats
Oh
when
wow.
some of these planes are like hundreds of people. So
Right.
when one flight is boarding, the line sometimes goes through like half of the terminal gate thing,
Right.
the room that they have. It's the Paris de Gaulle airport is the worst airport I have ever been in. It is so disorganized. The staff there is horrible. It's scary. It doesn't have enough seating. It doesn't have good signs. They're high tech things where you can like type in your flight and figure out where you need to go. Will tell you
Right.
go the wrong direction. Um, yeah, their baggage and the way they do baggage claim and everything and check in and everything is wrong. It's
Oh,
just
I'm
their
gonna I'm gonna
security.
put Henry outside. He's like gnawing
It's
over
probably a
me.
good idea. Okay, should I keep talking while you're gone? I keep ranting about the
Sure.
Paris airport.
Yeah.
Um, Okay, so along with that, so okay, so security is not like the most scary there. The most scary security I've ever been to is Italy, and they literally it felt like a Navy SEAL like sergeant yelling at you, being like, "Open up your bag right now!" It was so scary, and it was in like rapid Italian, and I was like, "Oh my gosh!" And it was like on a table, and it was right after security, and it like opened. I had to open it, and then he like dug through it with a stick, and he was like yelling at me, and I was like, "I don't know what I did wrong."
Oh, jeez.
Nothing. I didn't do anything wrong. But then like the next time, same airport, I went through and everybody was totally nice. Didn't see it happen to anybody. Just you never know what you're gonna get with security. Ever. But most time with TSA agents, I normally like have a little chuckle with them, like we're
Right.
good. But that
Right.
was like the scariest experience where like it might have been Spain. I think it was Italy though. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
So is the airport the Paris airport, is it like right in Paris, or is it like
It's
like
outside.
SeaTac is like way away from Seattle? You,
Well,
you
I
don't.
mean, every airport that's like big enough has to be kind of away because it's they're pretty big. So
Yeah.
yeah, you can't like walk there. I
Right.
think to get to like the middle of Paris, it's like an hour metro or something.
Okay.
I don't I don't
But
I
when
don't
you fly
totally
in, do you
remember.
feel like you're flying into Paris, or do you feel like you're flying into the
Not the
country?
direction that we normally do. Hugo said there was one time where he flew where he actually got to fly like over Paris. I
Mm,
never I mean, you kind of see a little bit of it, but I've never really seen it from the plane.
okay.
It's sad. I would love to be able to see it from the plane, but
Yeah. Well, it
um, yeah,
probably depends on where you're coming from and all that kind of
yeah,
stuff too. So, but
yeah, and also where you fly out of because it's a pretty big airport. I think they have a big. I think it's technically bigger than SeaTac,
hmm no, it
so
probably
it
is.
doesn't feel that way though.
So,
Oh, good morning, Trevor and Papa Paul and Nana Patty. I am not bringing Hugo back with me at all, so I'm coming back hopefully until February. And Hugo's not going to come at all. Because somebody has to get married at the end of the year. Gosh. No, so Hugo's going to come in September, and we decided it was more of a priority that he could come maybe we're looking at right now like 3 weeks. And so we're planning on doing the whole 3 weeks in the US. And that's going to be his main vacation that he's taking, as well as with the parents coming in June. We wanted to make sure he had vacation time for that. And he's starting a new job. So we didn't want him to take like a long vacation when he just started it. In the past, what he's done for vacations and work is he's been on like short term contracts where he'll contract with a company for the exact amount of time until his next trip, and then he won't be on vacation. Technically, he'll just be unemployed for the few months for like the 2 or 3 months that he would be in the U.S. And then when he'd come back, he'd start up the contract with the same company. But because it's France, was getting great benefits, and with those contracts, he'd normally have like a month vacation time and vacation pay that would be paid out to him. So it'd be like he was working anyways. It was really great because he'd only work for like anywhere between 2 and 5 months, and he'd get like a whole month of paid vacation time. So, but I mean, that's because he worked extra hours, and that's how they kind of do their,
right.
PTO and everything. So, anyways, he does not have that vacation time built up yet at his new job. So he is going to stay here in France, hold down the fort. Um, so yeah, I've been building up our freezer stock of meals so that he has some meals. Um, yeah,
So I saw
yeah.
that you got a another little freezer thing. look like. Is that right? You got another refrigerator? No? I thought I saw it in a picture.
We got like a big refrigerator, like the one that we talked about a while ago.
Yeah, you got it. You actually got it. I don't know that I actually heard that you got
Oh,
it. I
really?
knew
I
that you were
thought I thought
going
we
to
talked
meet.
about it.
You met different places. And
No, so we met somebody and they kind of we never actually ended up meeting them. They kind of no-showed us and it was
yeah, I
really
think we
weird.
went over that on the
The
podcast.
I think so. And so then the second guy, super nice. He even like had the fridge cleaned out and like already on a trolley and everything for
Wow.
Hugo. He defrosted it the night before and everything. So yeah, now we have a for here regular size fridge and a small freezer. So it's like freezer on the top, fridge on the bottom.
Right.
It would be small for the U.S., but it's
Yeah.
normal size
It
here.
didn't look like it
So
was as tall as you.
it's a little shorter than me.
Yeah. But
It's,
but
yeah,
close.
it's about
That's pretty good. That's
yeah, no,
pretty
it's
good.
about 4 feet. I think it's about 4 feet. So
Okay.
I'm happy with it. It's a
For the
perfect
two of you,
size.
that should be good. Yeah.
Yeah, we can fit, a few we can at least we at least have a freezer because we didn't have a freezer in the other one. We had like a little thing, but wouldn't freeze things for longer than a few days. Um and it didn't even fit like a thing of ice cream.
It has
So,
expiration on how long it keeps things frozen. That's it. Just been here for a week. I'm done. I'm
yeah.
freezing this somewhere.
Apparently, I don't know. I we just heard from people being like things will randomly unfreeze in those freezers. Like it doesn't actually freeze things for a long time. And I'm like, I don't know how that works, but okay. Like
uh,
so it also get like totally defrosted. Like it'd get really frosty, whatever
frosted.
the word
Yeah.
is for that. Frosted.
Defrosted.
It'd
It'd
get
be
really
not frosted
deep.
anymore.
Yeah, that's why I was like, that doesn't make sense. It would get really frosted. Um, and so then there would be no space at all. It'd be
Oh my
like,
god.
okay, this is my own little snowfield that's, hidden away in my refrigerator. So currently our old little tiny mini fridge is currently my cleaning cabinet.
Ah.
I'm using
Okay.
like the cheese drawer for washcloths. It's very organized. It's very useful. It's right next to the wash machine, so it has like the wash machine
So you're
fluid in
not.
it.
It's not on at all.
Well, no, because we didn't want to waste the electricity and we don't really need the
Okay.
space.
You don't need the space. Okay.
So at first I thought we would,
Yeah.
but we really don't. So I don't normally buy food more than a week ahead, anyways. So
Right.
yeah, we're
So
pretty.
you're getting used to the European lifestyle. You're going getting your baguettes every other day
Yeah,
and
yep.
going to the
We
market a
have our
couple times a
baguette
week.
place. Yeah, I normally go twice a week. This time we did like once a week, and I think it hit Hugo a little hard when he saw how much we spent on groceries in one go. And I was like, "Wow, we're kind of buying groceries." I'm trying to meal plan for next week and his lunches and everything next
Right.
week, and also like tons for the weekend. And trying to only go like once, which isn't true because actually Hugo's going to go after work today because I forgot a few things. So, but we also had to buy some things for Christmas and all that. So it was a big grocery shopping trip. And he
Oh.
was a little like, wow. And I was like, yeah, that doesn't surprise me. So, but
So what was I going to say? I lost my train
oh,
of
I'm
thought.
bringing back raclette cheese. That's one of the things Hugo's getting at the store
Oh,
tonight. Yeah.
I almost messaged you last night to bring salt, but I'm
I
okay.
bet I bet it, Hugo, if you're listening, buy salt. We could bring salt. I'm a little bit worried about having space in my suitcase, if I'm being
Yeah.
honest. Maybe because I'm bringing back like half of the yarn that I've already like that I brought here. Because I've had this project. This is so we'll get to like interesting things right after this. I promise. Maybe.
Sure.
Um, sure. But I'm trying to make this like giant, like knee length cardigan for mom for her birthday and for Christmas.
Wow.
And of course, it's a multicolored cardigan. So she picked all the colors before I left. And I think it's like 7 different colors or something. It's a lot of different colors. So I
Wow.
have like 7 different things of yarn, and I had to bring that all here to work on it. But then my priority quickly switched to Christmas presents. So I've been working on Christmas presents. So I haven't gotten as far on this cardigan that like, as far as I thought I would at all. So now I have to bring it all back because I want to finish it before I come back here. So yeah, that was really interesting.
Hmm.
So yeah, my suitcases. Also, I have a whole suitcase. Like by whole suitcase, I mean like my mini tiny one that's like smaller. It's like
Your
as about
carry
as
on.
small as my backpack. It's my
Mm-hmm.
carry-on, but it's a tiny carry-on because budget flights here have like they reduce their carry-on size. So it's my mini carry-on. Um, so which I might just bring a duffel bag or something because it's so tiny that like a duffel bag is actually bigger.
Yeah.
Um, anyways, it's full of books.
Oh, jeez.
So,
Why are you bringing
well,
books?
well, for gifts and stuff,
Oh.
I bought some books for people, and then also I the antique poetry book that I got.
Mm-hmm.
It's something I want to like treasure until I die, and so I'm going to bring it back to the U.S. and put in the attic. Well, because I'm like, when we move back to the US, my suitcase is already be so full. This giant poetry book it's not going to be priority, but I want it with me. So I'm also bringing back a Bible because I brought a Bible here and then I bought a new Bible here. So I'm bringing
Okay.
back the other Bible. So it's
Okay.
just like Bibles are really heavy, and then this poetry book, which is basically another like Bible, it's like the
Yeah.
same size. It's like, anyways, sorry.
Okay. Well,
So happens. So what's going on in your life? I feel like I've been like rambling on enough.
nothing is going on in my life.
I'm
Took me.
coming
It
back.
took me. It took
Christmas is
me
happening.
all. It took me all week to recover from my jet lag of the stupid 4 hour time change. I don't think I could go to France.
I was gonna ask, how are you gonna do 9 hours?
No, I don't think so. I don't think I can
The
do it.
last time I think the last time I came back from France, I was like dead on my feet if I stayed up later than 8:30 for 2 weeks.
I was just. Yeah. I
So
was.
I'm not looking forward to the jet lag when I come back.
No. That and the dentist. I got all new teeth. Feels like so.
Yeah.
Got all new teeth. So yeah. So yeah. It was. It was.
And
It was a tough week
are
for
you
old
are
dad.
you looking forward to our daddy daughter date? Us going to the doctor together? Oh, us old folk going to the doctor,
I'm just
getting our
going to get
bones
blood drawn.
checked.
I only need to be there for like 5 minutes.
That's
I can just ditch
okay.
you.
That's not going to happen. I feel like my appointment's probably going to be an hour.
Yeah, at
So
least.
you might want to go get coffee or something.
Yeah,
Don't go to the 405 place, by the way. It's crazy expensive and not good coffee.
it's fine coffee.
Okay, well, maybe it's changed
Mom
since I've
said
been
the
there,
same
but
thing.
it's
She didn't
like,
like the coffee. I didn't have any problem with it.
okay, well, okay, so let me explain. So this is like a tiny, what looked like a cute coffee shop, right? Sorry.
I think it's
Um, and mom and I went like in the middle of Whole 30 for the first time, and maybe that's why, because we were a little bitter about life. And we got just like plain black coffee, I think, and it was not
oh
good.
well. I got a latte. I don't know. The latte was good.
They're plain, or I got like either espresso or just like a plain black coffee, and it
Mm-hmm.
was like $4 for drip coffee or
Mm,
something. And this is back before inflation,
yeah.
so
No.
no,
Yeah. I might just go
it's
sit
not
by the
great.
fire. Might just go sit by the fire during your doctor's appointment.
Yeah.
Get a
Mom
coffee.
mom wanted to come with me. She hasn't come with me to an appointment since I was like 16. Except for I guess she's come with me like once for like a one of like when it's like emergency clinic thing.
Well, I think she was. I think
She's
she
come
was a
with
little
me like
jealous.
once,
I
but
think I was a little jelly because
oh, is that why? She wants to
yeah,
meet the
because
new doctor?
I she wasn't.
No, it was before you were that she knew you were coming, and then she's like, "Well,
No,
I
no,
guess it's silly for both of your
no.
parents to come."
When she booked the appointment, she knew. Right as soon as she booked it, I said, "Oh,
Oh.
I'm going to be there at the same time. I have an appointment at the same time." So yeah, I don't know.
Well, she's welcome to come. I just don't think she
She has
have
to
any
go. She's
fun.
getting a DEXA scan before, so with Kim. So
Okay. So we're all getting our medical things, you
yeah, we're
know.
getting her medical.
We're
She's
going to be in
getting
tip-top shape.
she's getting a scan. I'm getting blood work, and then
I'm hopefully, going to get just whole fixed. Just
yeah,
like a
I'm
whole.
definitely gonna be because
So,
I can. I'll I think I have to fast up till we get there. So I'll definitely be getting a latte.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm
Hmm.
gonna fast just in case for 12 hours. Because last time I was there, they could have done a blood draw and they didn't because I had like a smoothie in the morning or something.
Yeah, you
Because it's
probably should.
early, and then I won't have a, you know. Okay, I'll just drink water in the morning then. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine. This is
You can
super
have
riveting
black
podcast. I
coffee.
feel like we should just start this whole thing over. It's just one of those podcasts where I'm like, this is why Dad and I need to call a little bit more often. Just like,
So
okay. Okay, do we have like an actual topic to talk about today? It's like the
so
longest, boringest
I saw
intro.
pictures of gingerbread houses.
Yeah, they're still standing.
They're still standing. They
Should I
look good.
show them to the podcast?
Sure. Are they
So we're
close?
going on. Yeah.
Okay.
Ow. Okay, my glasses just fell off.
Maybe she shouldn't leave the podcast. I mean, this is dangerous. Maybe this is dangerous, but she's yeah, they did gingerbread houses last weekend. Oh, a little A-frame house. Isn't that cute? Very nice. So she's gonna take it and put it away now and leave me to fill the dead air here that we have
This
going
one's
on.
featuring a paper towel.
Oh,
This
nice.
is Hugo's. This is much prettier than mine.
There you go.
Now my hands are all sticky.
Oh,
This is not a good idea.
they
Okay,
haven't
one sec. Let
dried
me put
yet?
back on my headphones so I can actually hear you.
Okay.
And we're back.
They're back. Very nice. I'll have to remember to cut that out of the audio podcast. Oh.
Sorry.
Yeah.
It's like dripping though. It must be like really moist in here.
Hmm.
We have a dehumidifier going like 24/7 and I think we still have problem with moisture.
Hmm.
So,
Interesting.
I did I tell you? Okay, this is actually kind of interesting. Also kind of gross. Did I tell you we found mold in the apartment?
Yes.
Like yeah, so we found
Uh,
mold around the windows. You know what I found while trying to clean the windows?
hmm.
So we have two skylights, two different
Mm-hmm.
skylights in two different areas.
Right.
On one of the skylights, there is mold on the window.
Yeah.
Not just like a little bit, covering the entire window. I
Yeah.
thought it was outside, it was inside.
Yeah.
And there was like fluffy mold, like mushrooms basically, growing all along the inside
Yeah.
because there's like a little metal piece for a shutter to come down. It
Mm-hmm.
was all behind that and I didn't see it. And it's far
Mm-hmm.
up, so I didn't really see. And I
Mm-hmm.
climbed up there. So, but it's all bleached out. And ever since I used bleach, it's been about a week and nothing's happened yet.
Right.
So, hopefully. So, but I think
Well,
we're going to regularly, like once a month, bleach all around the windows and the windows just to
right.
keep things at bay. I'm assuming it's because the windows are not installed properly anymore. Like they need to be you
Well,
know.
skylights have a tendency because the heat goes up into them and it's cold,
Yeah,
and so you get moisture, you get condensation. You're gonna get it's very common for things to grow around there. So
it's
skylights are a
gross.
problem. Skylights are a problem. They're beautiful, but they're a problem.
They're beautiful when they're new, but they have like it's not like you can clean the outsides of them.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, I love them because of the light that they let in, and it lets in so much more light now that it's clean.
Really?
It was crazy. It was crazy the difference. I wasn't expecting it to be that big of a difference because it was just like little spots all over. But I noticed a difference like right away. I was like, wow, it's like brighter in here. So,
Cool. So how
anyways,
did the gingerbread houses go? Did that go good?
yeah, it was super fun. I made the templates and the gingerbread houses and everything myself.
Mm-hmm.
And then we took them to Hugo's parents' house, and Hugo's mom, Hugo, and I decorated them. And it was her first time doing a gingerbread house, and it's Hugo's second. So, but it was turned out to be a lot of fun.
Mr. Loquette
They,
said no, no,
yeah, I kept telling him that we needed his welding skills, and he kept going, no.
no.
So, I told Mrs. Loquet that we should do uh everybody next year, like because I didn't realize, but Leo came home like right as we got started, and Mathilde was coming over that night, And so I felt kind of bad. Mathilde came over like way after we were done, but I kind of
Oh,
felt
okay.
bad that I didn't make them any. Um, and I kind of forgot it was Friday, so Leia would be there. And I had no idea Mathilde will be there. And so next year, I think we're going to do it as like a big family thing,
That'd
which
be
we
fun.
had talked about with Hugo. I was like, we could maybe do like the whole family and do it here or something. But I'd never made the gingerbread houses before.
Right.
And I was a little nervous that it wasn't going to work. So my backup was making sugar cookies and just decorating sugar cookies. And also, I was like, I just don't like that's a lot of pressure to have the whole family, you know. Let's just do your mom. So I think next year we'll do that. And Hugo's mom was super into it, um, and really enjoyed it, which was nice. It was fun how like how much she got into it and stuff. So it was a fun way. And then we stayed over at at his parents' house, Hugo's parents' house.
Hmm.
And then the next day we went to his grandparents. So it was a
Yeah.
really nice like family weekend. And we got to see everybody and like say goodbye before I left. At his
How
grandparents'
far?
house, we had a
Hold on, hold
six.
on, hold on. We'll get to that. How far away
Okay,
is we'll get to what happened at the house, but how far
I
away is
think
that? Is it close?
his grandparents' house is an hour and a half away from here, like from the apartment,
Mm-hmm.
ish, depending on traffic. And it's 30 minutes away from his parents' house.
Oh, okay. So pretty close.
So yeah, it wasn't that bad. That's why we stayed over, is to kind
Right.
of since we were going over it, like save some gas and save some time. So Um, yeah, pretty close. But yeah, and they live on like a little farm-ish area. They used to have donkeys. They
Right.
raised chickens to eat, and they have a big garden. So we got to have like a homegrown meal. We had their
Oh.
last chicken that they had in the freezer that they had butchered and killed. We had that for lunch. Um,
I think you should go with butchered. I don't think you have to say butchered and killed.
butchered and killed. I just wanted to, make sure that everybody knew what I meant. Um, and yeah, so we had like a 6 course meal. We stayed, I think, for about 5 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Um, all of that was for lunch. And oh, Papa Paul, I have no idea where his grandparents live. It's in another like tiny town. So Messager is technically like called like a commune. It's basically like a farmer's town, and it's basically just another farmer's town. And you drive through all back roads. It's probably not even on your map.
What was the name of it? What
I
did you
have no
call it?
idea.
Oh, I thought
Messager
you
is where his parents live. I have
Oh,
no
okay.
idea where his grandparents live. Um, I can ask Hugo though. But I have no idea. I have no idea. Um, anyways, so what was I? 6 course
Just
meal,
six
five
course
and a
meal.
half hours. So all for lunch. Hugo told me I was cheating because I counted coffee, but I told him since we cleared the plates and then we're like, can we have, then they were like, do you want coffee? And then we sat down and had coffee and spent another like 30 minutes having coffee, that counted as a whole nother course. So basically every
The
time we
coffee
had to
course.
change utensils, and so that was our coffee course. So um, we had we had appetizers. This is like a very French meal. Okay. Um, we had appetizers, and what they often do for appetizers is like a little bowl of peanuts, uh, maybe some crackers. They had like a fruit mix at this time. They had a lot of options because it was fancy because we were coming over. So they had like 6 different options of things,
Uh-huh.
but chips, like that kind of thing. And then you kind of eat on that and talk. And you normally have like an aperitif, which is like some sort of special drink that you drink as the appetizer as well. So a special kind of wine, maybe whiskey, maybe like they served a really sugary kind of wine. I don't remember what it was called, but it was basically syrup. Uh, and or like sometimes at like Hugo's parents' house, I'll have like a juice or something, if I don't feel like having wine. And it's a different wine that what you eat or what you drink at the main
The main
course.
course. Okay.
Um, yeah, so it's a different kind of wine if you have wine normally, if you're fancy. So anyways, that's the first course.
Mm-hmm.
The second course was frog legs.
Nice.
So they were talking, and they're talking about, and I felt like I was doing really great understanding. And all of a sudden, then they go, and then they're like, yeah, so then the next course, we're going to have frog legs. And I was like, I don't know if I understood that. Hugo, can you translate that one for me? He's there, frog legs. It's like, oh, that's what I heard. Great. And I made it like, I've met his grandparents. I've only
Okay,
met
so
his
did they grow
grandparents
their
one
own
other
frog
time.
legs? Do they raise their own frogs with their
No,
chickens?
no. I don't remember if they caught these ones. I think that they bought these ones, but Hugo said that they do catch them sometimes and will catch the frogs. But
Wow.
when you buy the frogs, you buy the frogs whole.
Oh.
Anyways, actually, my review on frog legs actually pretty good. Tastes like the skin of chicken wings, or like where there's not much meat on the chicken wings.
Hmm.
Great flavor. They did it with like parsley, lots of oil, very greasy. You eat it with your hands, which is fun because you
You
don't
eat
do that
with your
often in
hands?
France. I know. Yeah.
I
um,
didn't know they did
so
that in
that was
France.
fun. Yeah,
So
I
are
know,
there
right?
bones? Were there bones in the legs?
Yeah, of course. There's like
Yeah.
tons of little bones. It's like eating a fish, but it's like in a, it's like fish amount of bones, but in a tiny, tiny chicken leg.
It seems like I've
It's
had
not a
frog
great
legs
way to
before,
get.
but it's been a long time.
It's the craziest thing I've ever eaten. Totally fine unless I thought about being a frog. But I was a great sport because it was like the second time I met them, still trying to earn their approval. So I was like, wow, frog legs, love trying new things. I'm so excited to try it. And I ate like, I think like eight
Wow.
in not individual frog legs, like frog, like I ate eight frogs.
Dwayne's got to head out.
Bye, Dwayne.
Good to see you, Dwayne, or good to hear from
Thanks
you.
for joining us. Have a good day.
So, um, yeah,
Wait, Papa Paul, have you had frog legs? I feel like Papa
we
Paul's
have
had
to
frog
jump
legs
like
before.
frog legs. I think that was a reference to Dwayne jumping.
Oh, I think he said like I like frog legs.
That was
Oh, okay.
that was dad joke right there.
That was like the ultimate dad
I
joke right there. Ugh,
I I
nice.
I almost said
It was a
something
good
about that. I got to
grandfather joke.
jump thing, but that was good.
I have a
So
feeling Dwayne did that on purpose.
actually I have to give you props. That's for you. That is pretty good that you did that
And
and
then I was such a great sport, and then I ate. And every time I thought about being a frog, I was like, I don't want to think about it being a frog. Oh, he has had frog legs. I knew it. I knew it.
uh
I knew it. It tastes like
yeah,
chicken. Everything tastes like chicken.
everything tastes like chicken. I think
I
I
think.
think I've
I
had frog
think.
legs, but it's been I was probably little,
I
like
think that when
preteen.
God created the earth, He was like, okay, let's see. Instead of making all meat taste different, we're gonna have like beef, pork, chicken. Anything that's not beef or pork tastes like chicken. I think God's like, I'm gonna play a prank on them. Let's see if they notice if I make frogs taste like chicken. Um, or maybe he was like, they should never eat this, so I'm just gonna make it all taste the same so that they'll just eat chickens.
There you go.
I don't know.
Well,
I don't know, but I'm gonna ask God about it
good
because
good morning,
most things
Hugo,
taste like
by the
chicken.
way.
Good
Good
afternoon, actually.
good afternoon. It's still dark
He's
here.
getting off work early. It's getting
Oh.
dark here. um. Anyways, I forgot. Oh yeah,
So
so we're talking about, and then we had chicken and vegetables from the garden, and that was very good. And I ate
nice.
like half a chicken.
How was the chicken made? Was it like fried
Oh,
chicken?
I
Was it
think I think
like a
that it was
baked chicken?
baked,
Okay.
but it was baked. It was very juicy. Oh, it had like a gravy, like a,
Oh, nice.
but I think it was oven baked in a pan. I think, but it
Nice.
was baked whole, like the whole chicken.
Whole chicken. Okay.
Um. So yeah, no, I had that. It was very good. It it was the juice was very good. Sorry, I like have a sneeze like stuck in my nose. Let's see. What was the I don't remember what the next. Oh, the next course was cheese, and then wait, hold.
She's sneezing. Oh, she remembered to mute. Good job on the mute. She did good. Yeah, she's looking for her little cloth. She's gonna go off screen. You're off screen. Nobody can see you. There you go.
I basically folded in half to be off screen.
Well, the screen that YouTube
I know,
sees
but I
is
can't
much
tell.
smaller. Much smaller. That's what I was trying to tell you. So
Yeah, I know. So yeah, we had cheese and then we had dessert, and I made the dessert and they liked it. I made like pastries. Well, Hugo and I made the dessert. Sorry, Hugo. I made like a Nutella pastry thing, really easy, just with puff pastry and Nutella. And I also made apples, and Hugo and I sliced the apples, or Hugo sliced the apples really thin. And then we put them in the pastry and we rolled it to make it look like roses. So
oh,
slightly impressive, but not something crazy that took me like forever because I was at Hugo's parents' house in the
nice.
morning. So I didn't have very much, you know, I wasn't working in my own
That was
kitchen.
the dessert.
So that was the dessert. And then we had coffee.
Nice.
And all of that took 5.5 hours. But
Wow.
it was super fun. And it was nice to have a long lunch and everything and hang out with his family and get to know them more and everything. So
Nice.
very
So,
interesting, very fun people to talk to.
so
So
who all came to
it's
that?
good. Oh, it was just Hugo's grandparents and Hugo and I.
Oh, okay. Hugo's
Yeah,
parents.
it was
Okay.
just the four of us
Oh, there's the
and
four of
their
you.
dog. Yeah, it was
Oh,
just
they
the
have
four
a
of
dog.
us.
What kind of dog?
Yeah. Oh, it's not a spaniel. It's like not a shepherd, but it's a herd dog.
Oh, okay.
Oh, what's it called? But it's all black, and it's not normally all black.
Okay.
Um. Anyways, it's a herd dog. Very
Okay.
cute. Um.
Nice.
I don't remember what they told us, and it's like on the tip of my tongue, but I can't
Right.
remember.
That's all right. Those are her
Very
dog.
nice dog.
Kind of small. About the
Yeah,
size of Nova
smaller. It's
size.
about the size of Nova. I
Yeah.
thought it was a spaniel at first, or a spaniel mix,
Right.
but it's not. It wasn't.
Hmm.
Um, but no, very cute dog. Stayed underneath the table or like right at our hands so that we could pet it like the whole meal. And Hugo totally was like, "Oh no, they're super strict about them not eating people food." Oh no, they're not strict at all. They weren't like throwing things off, but like he was getting leftovers in the kitchen, or she was getting leftovers
Right.
in the kitchen, not the chicken.
The
Anyways,
kitchen.
and he was totally like when they were bringing stuff in, he was totally like she was totally like jumping up on him and stuff. So, gosh, yeah. So that was our weekend. It was fun. It was a good
So
weekend.
speaking of dogs, Dofer's on a sleepaway.
I heard.
Yeah.
How's Henry doing?
Henry's fine. Henry's low key.
How are
Yeah.
you doing?
Well, I'm fine.
Are you,
It
are you
was a
feeling like you can breathe?
yeah, it was a much more relaxing morning this morning. Getting up without Dofer's a lot in the morning. He likes
I've
to bark in the
heard.
morning. So I'm very anxious to eat right away. So yeah,
I
it was
see.
nice. It was nice. But yeah,
Okay, Hugo's texting me while I'm podcasting. This is so distracting. Hugo, stop texting me while I'm podcasting
she can text and drive, but she cannot text
and
and
podcast. It's too
podcast.
hard. Also, my
Yeah.
phone's across the room, so I can't like grab my phone either, which is good,
Yeah. So well that sounds like a lot of fun. Sounds like a lot of
Yeah.
fun.
So
So
I'm coming back, and we're gonna have like jump into like straight up Christmas.
yeah. Yeah.
Are you ready for?
No.
Yeah. Speaking of, so let me really ask you this: are you ready for me to come back home? Because I've heard apparently you don't have lights up. Has that changed since we talked about this last?
What do you mean? There was lights up when you left. There's lights
No,
on your
real
porch.
Christmas lights,
There's lights
Father.
up on the
You
porch
can
and
only
there's
put them up for like a month a year, and you've like not done it. You should have done it before Thanksgiving.
hmm.
So I hope you know that like if they're not done on Saturday, we're doing them together on Saturday. And I just like to remind you anytime that you've worked with me in the past, and then like you could just wage your decision whether you want to work with me and put up lights with this hot mess, or if you want to do it by yourself and how you want to do it.
We'll see. I was planning on doing it last week, but we had biblical
Noah, yeah,
rain.
biblical Noah's Ark versus worth of rain.
It was horrible, and my body was still going, "Why are you not in the Dominican Republic?" And where it's warm and sunny and ocean and pools everywhere. So every time I went outside, my body just revolted to the fact that it was 50 degrees or below and pouring down rain, not just sprinkle, just like so much rain. So yeah, it did not happen, but we'll see. It may happen, but at least definitely by the first of the year, we'll get them
Dad, I'm not. It's unacceptable. It's not an option. I don't. I no. It's not an option. It's no. I will put out the lights by myself on Saturday if they're not up there by the time I get home. Rain, snow, shine. They may be on the ground, but they will be plugged in.
I'll
I
at
will
least
just
get the
line.
little
I'll
I'll
just
at least get
line
the
the
little
lights
North
and like
Pole
put
sign
them
out on the porch before.
something.
The
Cannot believe
lights on
you.
the lights on the A-frame are revolting against me because I set them up to be Christmas colors, and then the next day they turn back to blue. I'm not sure what happens.
That's rude.
Yeah, it's just, they don't want to be. They
Are
don't
they
want
on
to be
like a
Christmas.
timer or something?
Yeah. So I don't know.
Well,
I think
like
I
turn them
think I
on
have
or
to. I
under.
think I have to go in and edit the timer. I think I must have the timer set to go to blue.
So to blue. Yeah, I think so. That would
So
make sense.
I got to figure that out. But yeah, we're doing that. We'll see what we can do. I'll see what I can do. Who told on me? Mom must have told on me.
Mom told. I don't remember how it came up, but I think she was like, "Yeah, Dad doesn't even have the lights up yet."
Like
She told on you
tr-
while you were in the Dominican too.
the tree is up.
Yeah, late. It just went up like 2 days ago. It's ridiculous. This is what I was worried about. What are you guys gonna do without me? Not have joy in your life, apparently.
Well, we had to wait to do the tree until everybody could come over except for you because you were lame and
Yeah,
wouldn't come. So
you could have done it before Thanksgiving or
you weren't here
Saturday.
before Thanksgiving either.
No, but I wasn't there yesterday or 2 days ago or whatever it was either.
No, no.
Now we're arguing on the podcast.
So
We've done this a few times now.
so yeah, as soon as we put up the ornament, the first paper ornament on the bottom, Dofer decided he needed to eat that. So
Did he eat it? Wait,
he
we've
like
never
put
had a
his
dog
he,
eat an ornament
he,
before.
he like put his whole mouth on it. Like I'm like no,
No
not a
way.
good idea. So mom's
No,
moving all
that's
the. She
so
had all the
funny.
paper ones down below so that they wouldn't get broken, and she's then they go down all the paper ones are at the top.
That's so funny. That's good.
So I don't know.
I still remember when we had a rotating tree, thanks to Nova because of her
Oh
cone. I could not believe we didn't have like I think we had like one ornament break that year, but we didn't have any other ones. And whenever Nova would go past the tree, she would literally turn the entire tree
yeah, yeah. She
because it
just
would
walked up.
catch on her cone and it would just like and she knew she was doing it too, so she'd do it back and forth.
Yeah,
It's totally purposeful.
yeah. No, that's I don't know. Dogs, trees. Thank goodness we don't do
Cats are
cats.
worse.
Thank
Yeah.
goodness we don't do cats.
A lot of reasons why we don't do cats.
But I don't know. It made it through one day, so we'll see. I was thinking I might have to run guide wires to it to keep it standing up, but it made it through one day.
Oh my goodness.
It's a little
Uh,
wobbly. I ordered a new angel, but it won't be here till the end of the week for the top. So
yeah. Cannot believe Christmas is like in a week.
yeah,
It's not,
well,
but it feels like
not
it. It's like
a
about
week.
a week. It's about a week and a half.
Yeah,
So
yeah. I don't know. You're gonna get here, and it's gonna be Christmas week. Time to go.
yeah, it's gonna be and my week is already full. Like I have such a busy week, which is good. So
Yeah. Oh, good. All right. So, what do you? Anything you got going between now and then? Just getting ready to go.
just getting ready to go. finishing up. I think I finished up all the Christmas present stuff that I need to get done
Mm-hmm.
today. So I'm gonna be making Christmas cookies the rest of the afternoon, I think. We're going to a little town that should be kind of Christmassy, kind of Leavenworthy,
Oh, fun.
uh, this weekend on Friday, because Hugo's taking Friday off from work. So
Oh, nice.
yeah,
Is he gonna work extra
so
while you're gone? Or
he's gonna
just
try. I think.
try? Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna ask for extra work, but we aren't sure if they're gonna give it to him or not. I think that they will because just last week I think he worked like an extra 2 hours that
Mm-hmm.
he's having to make up this week. So it's like,
Right.
but it's kind of hard for him to like figure out time to make it up. So I think that they need him.
Right.
It's just whether they're willing to give him like not because they won't do overtime,
Right.
but they'll give him time towards vacations,
Yeah. Comp time.
which is what he wants anyways. So he's hoping that he can do some extra time and do more comp time. But uh, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, it would be nice if he could work up some more time for when you guys come and stuff. So
Yeah. That would be fun. That'd be fun.
yeah,
So, alrighty. Well, I think we can probably cut this one a little bit shorter. We're
I
about
think so. I think we've
50
just been
minutes.
kind of
I
rambling.
think we've caught up on everything. And
Next week we'll have a lot to talk about. Not to jinx it, but I feel like we will.
yeah,
It'll be our first one back.
and I don't think we'll do it at 6:30 in the or 7 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, I don't know how we're gonna do all that, but
Yeah,
we'll figure it
we'll
out.
have to
We'll
figure out
try
the
to post
time.
it on the Facebook and turn on your notifications on the YouTube if you want to get live. You should get a notification as soon as we go live, if not right after.
Right.
So
Okay.
yeah. Okay. Well, thanks for hanging out with us, chit chatting with us today.
Yeah.
Make sure you subscribe on whatever you're listening to, whether it be YouTube or whatever podcast platform. We have lives every Tuesday, which will now change, but we have lives hopefully weekly, and then we do videos on YouTube every Thursday or Friday. And podcasts come out every Thursday morning. So yeah, I stole your outro.
Perfect.
Haha.
No, it's good. All righty. Well, with that, thanks for listening, and we'll move to the outro here. I have to get for some reason it's
Oh,
on
I
the
forgot
wrong.
about the outro.
Are you ready?
So ready.